In this tutorial, I will show you the essentials of using the pen tool. When I was starting out with Photoshop, I was never really happy with the automated selection tools such as the magic wand or magnetic lasso. I wanted something more precise, and that is exactly what the pen tool is. When I first attempted to use the pen tool, it was so confusing and difficult to work with. I often wondered why the hell Adobe would call it a pen tool in the first place when it acted nothing like a pen. Clicking and dragging just made a complete mess, and everything seemed backwards and counterintuitive. While the pen tool can be quite daunting to use for first-timers, once you understand its simplicity, you will forget about the magic wand and magnetic lasso. It works by plotting out points on the canvas and connecting them via straight lines or Bezier curves, sort of like a connect the dots type thing. It really is a lot simpler than it sounds. Let's just start by plotting out some points in a straight line. As you can see, when I single click on the canvas along the edge of this clapboard, Photoshop automatically connects the dots with a straight line. As long as you single click with the pen tool, there will always be a straight line connecting each point. Simple and easy so far, right? Well, the difficulty arises when you want to select a curved edge, such as the hand holding the clapboard. This time, you will need to click and drag, and this is where it gets confusing for most people. When you click and drag, the point changes and two handles appear. These are adjustment points that allow you to fine-tune the degree of the curve. Command clicking and dragging on the center point of the two handles controls the distance or length of the curve, while command clicking and dragging on either of the endpoints of the handles controls the degree of the curve. The pen tool is designed to create S-curves when you click and drag in opposite directions. What becomes confusing is when you click and drag continuously in the same direction. To prevent this, you must first Alt or Option click on the last endpoint to tell the pen tool you are changing the direction of the curve. Watch as I put these adjustments into practice as I select around the edge of the hand. All I'm doing is visually dividing the outline of the hand into separate curved segments. As I click and drag, I match the curve of the pen tool to the curve of the hand, only needing to adjust the Bezier handles when needed. Notice how I also continue to click on the last plotted point in order to tell the pen tool that I am changing the direction of the curve. When it comes to selecting an area of irregularity in smaller textures, you can simply and quickly plot several points in succession to perform very tight and precise outlines. You can also always reposition any of the points along the path by command clicking and dragging them. Once you come around to your starting point, simply connect and close the path by clicking on the first point you laid down, which will be designated by an O next to the cursor. Once the path is closed, you can convert it into a selection by hitting Command Enter on your keyboard. From here, you can feather your selection in order to smooth out any hard edges and give it a more believable transition. Depending on the image, this can be anywhere from 1 to 5 pixels or more. Now, you can jump your selection to a new layer or create a layer mask with the selection. As you can see, we have a beautiful and precise extraction. Obviously, we have some areas that we did not select, but I will show you how to create a path within a path that will subtract itself from the selection. If you look up on the toolbar, you will see icons of stacked squares. Select the second icon from the left, and now your pen tool is creating a path that will subtract itself from the original path. Command Enter as usual, and you can see the result. Let's look at another way I apply the pen tool in my retouching. Here is an image I shot for a cosmetics company. Even though we try to get everything as perfect as possible at the capture stage, hair proves to be the most difficult aspect to perfect. Using the pen tool, I can easily extract hair from other areas and have it blend in realistically and believably in only a few steps. By using the pen tool, I can precisely select an area of hair in the exact direction and shape I need, thus making it easy to relocate and transform into place with ease. I jump the selection to a new layer, move it, and use transform and warp as needed. The pen tool is by no means a shortcut type tool. It is simple to use, but depending on the image or shape you were selecting, it can be tedious work. However, you will not be able to make a more precise selection otherwise. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial on pen tool basics. Like anything, with a bit of practice you will soon become comfortable using it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next F-Stoppers post-production tutorial.